what comes to mind. What about you?
There was one that happened in The Invisible Man that just I could not stay immersed in the story or get invested because it just like ruined it for me. In The Invisible Man, she escapes from her abusive boyfriend and then finds out that he's dead. Now, right there, that's all that needs to happen. He could immediately start stalking her as the Invisible Man, and the rest of the movie plays out exactly like it was, and the movie would be all the better for it. Instead, they decide to have her go meet with this guy's brother for a will reading. And this is where the major problem happens for me. He gives her a large sum of money. That didn't need to happen. The scene didn't need to exist. They could have found some other way to introduce the brother if that's the whole point of the scene. And just by giving her a large sum of money, she instantly has the resources necessary to not only combat him, but prove that he exists and has an invisible suit. Without that money, the whole movie works. With that money, she could literally just hire bodyguards and be like, look, the job is to prove that this invisible guy is chasing me. I'm sure you all think I'm insane. That's cool because you're getting paid. You can think I'm crazy all you want. Here's your money. Throw down some flowers, some paint, get some infrared goggles, do whatever you gotta do. Just protect me from an invisible man. And just like that, the movie's over. And you could say, well, you just said characters didn't think of that. And if you don't
I
like
was
the
gonna
character, don't
say,
watch
like,
it.
that kind of
I'm
falls
aware.
under.
But this isn't, just pick up the knife. No, this is, she shouldn't have the ability to do that. She shouldn't have these resources. They are given to her within the movie. And I can't ignore that. I can't ignore that this girl who doesn't have, that would be like if Batman, like if Bruce Wayne was poor. And it's just like, how are you going to, fight someone with superpowers? Well, I can't. End of movie. Or someone just gives him $1 million or $1 billion. He's like, well, I guess I'll develop some military grade technology now, and now I can fight Superman. It's it's not a matter of what the character did or didn't think of. It's a matter of they give a character something like an absurdly good advantage, and then it's just never mentioned. And to me, that's a major plot hole. Why would you give her the money if it doesn't come into play or affect anything? You might as well be like, okay, she got bit by a radioactive spider and now she has the abilities of Spider-Man, but she's not going to use them because then it wouldn't be scary. It's just, for me, it's all I could think about the rest of the movie. It's just like, you could literally just leave this house. You're staying with your friend and his daughter still. Just leave. Go to a hotel with surveillance cameras and throw some flour down on the floor. Just do anything. You have infinite resources now. Just do anything other than staying there and put them at risk. And she doesn't. Even when she goes to meet her sister, she apparently chooses the only restaurant in town without surveillance cameras. Like, you can't go to an IHOP or a Waffle House and not be on surveillance cameras. It's just, I couldn't get past it. It was just a major issue with the film, and it was such a damn shame because the film was well shot, well acted, had some good suspenseful scenes that probably would have worked on me if I wasn't spending the whole movie going, you're rich now, just do this. You are rich. This is not something that you overlook or forget. You don't go from being a poor, abused woman who has to stay with friends to hide from her abuser to instantly rich and then just forget about it. You don't win the lottery and then go, I'm gonna go to McDonald's and order off the dollar menu because I'm broke. Oh wait, no, I did just win the lottery. My bad.
Well, yeah. To be honest, I didn't like that movie, and I didn't even remember that that had happened. But my biggest problem with that movie, and I think the majority of people's problem with that movie, is the ending where she slips on the suit in 30 seconds, slits a grown man's throat as he's trying to struggle, as she effortlessly does it, and then 30 seconds later comes back out in her dress as if nothing happened, and then she just walks away and the movie's over. And it's just like, really, did she really have to do all that? Like, I don't know, like that to me was kind of dumb. It was stupid. It was unrealistic of how fast she like, it was Wonder Woman. She just did a spin, the suit was
Yeah.
on, and then she came out, and then it's just like, come on.
And another thing that really annoyed me in that movie was when the guy's brother goes to the house at the end after she escapes and whatnot. And he's
You have a
beating
big
up,
problem with this dude's brother.
oh, he's beating up the cop. Remember at the end? He's just sitting there beating the crap out of him, right?
Okay.
Well, he's clearly straddling the dude throwing punches. So all this dude has to do is cover up his face and throw a leg up, and he hits him. Instead, he's just like, you know, I know I'm a cop and I received combat training. And even if I hadn't, it's kind of common sense to defend your head when someone's hitting it. Instead, I'll just stand here and let this dude punch me repeatedly, because why not?
Yeah. So yeah, that movie sucks. We both don't like it. uh, yeah, I The Invisible Man. I thought about getting that movie, um, but nah, it's not worth it. Just because, yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of the ending. But like I said, I didn't even really remember that she'd gotten rich, and yeah, I probably won't be able to overlook that either. Now that you mentioned it.
Yeah. It ruined the whole viewing experience for me. I'm just sitting there the whole time like, Batman's only superpower is that he's rich, like you are. What the hell?